All right, so we've got our first senior here, Skylar Reyes, number 27 this year. Is that what you were going to be?
Yeah.
Why were you going to be 27?
My dad was born on the 27th of July, so I always try to get that number, for him.
Gotcha.
That's always my go-to number.
Gotcha. Yeah, because you were 25 last year, right? Because
I was 13.
Oh, you were 13. That's right. You were 25 your sophomore year.
The seniors above me got 27, so then I couldn't get it. So I had to get another.
Yeah, we can blame Bryce Smith for that. We'll have to call him out because then you never even got to wear 27. But so Skylar Reyes, shortstop, right-handed pitcher, played a little bit of third and first for us when we needed him to. Skylar, though, let's start with the basic senior day stuff. We'll start with the stuff that would have been announced. Go ahead and give us parent, family names, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, well, my dad's name Mario Reyes, mom Karina Rios. My siblings, obviously Dominic Reyes. Then I have a younger sister, Maria Reyes. She's an 8th grader. My other brother is a 3rd grader, Isaac Reyes, and my little brother, Christian Reyes. He's a 4.
Big family, gotta love it. So, yeah, and that's kind of was my next thing I want to talk about. You and Dom are going to get to play again together this year.
Yeah.
So last year you both got all conference for us. But you also this year we're going to be able to play with cousin Angel and cousin Zeke, right?
Yeah.
Had you guys ever played together on a team before this year?
Not organized. We played in the Mexican League, but never organized team. This is going to be like the first year that we all got together, play on the same team.
I know, and that was disappointing for me because I was super excited for that. I was pumped to have you guys all on the same team, all playing together. I thought that was going to be a really cool thing, kind of a good story for the year. So hopefully they can carry it on next year without you. But
hopefully.
So Skylar, then tell us your plans. I know we put it out there, but go ahead and tell us your plans for next year then.
Well, I'm committed to Manchester University to play baseball. Gonna major in business administration. My future, hopefully, if I can take baseball far, is take it to the big league. That's the dream. If I can't, I wanna in the future open my own business. I wanna get a Mexican restaurant, but make it a buffet.
As long as do it in Goshen for me if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's my plan. Doing it in Goshen.
Love it. And then when you make a ton of money, we'll name the field after you. You can give us.
I'll give back to the baseball team. Yeah.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Yeah. There you go. We got it all planned out. Then that's great. So you're gonna play for Manchester. What made you decide on Manchester? I know we had a couple other schools interested in you, talking to you, but really it seemed like Manchester was a pretty good fit. What are you most excited for, I guess, about Manchester?
Well, yeah. When I went on the visit, I just I love the atmosphere there. Also, Tyler Colpitz, he went to Goshen now. He actually, when I got on my visit, he was like, anything you need, I'm here for you. And, I kind of love that atmosphere, that we didn't really get to play together, on the same team because he was on varsity, I was on JV, but we still had that brotherhood of Goshen. And I felt like, I wanted to continue that at Manchester.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see what your future holds there. I know they've had a really good program for a long time. That was one of the schools I was close to signing with. I ended up going with Bethel, but Manchester was in my top 3. So I was excited to see you go there. And I know the coaches there are pretty excited to get you there, another Goshen guy. So let's transition then into learn more about Skylar. Sky, and I hopefully prepped you well enough for this question, so let's put you on the spot, but let's describe you in 3 words. So you get 3 words to describe Skylar Reyes, and give me those 3 words.
3 words. I would say sporty. I love sports, any type of sports. Fun. I feel like I'm a generally fun person to be around. Maybe that's my opinion.
Yeah. No, I got you. You're good.
And I feel like sometimes I'm a little shy. When I don't know someone, I don't really talk. As I get to know someone, though, I start to talk more and, be more myself.
Right. That's funny that you say that because when I talked to the Manchester coach, that was one thing I said. I said, he's a leader in his own way, but he's not going to be the guy yelling and screaming at guys and, bringing in for the huddle and all this stuff and going to be the vocal guy, but he'll lead by example. He'll go all out for you. He'll lay out for balls. He'll run hard to bases and do everything he's asked to do like that. So it's funny that you say shy because I was thinking that too. But once you loosen up with people. You're pretty outgoing, pretty outspoken. I'm
Yeah.
glad you didn't say the top of your hat was one of the ways to describe you too. That was that lazy out there. Yeah, but no, I agree with all three of those. I think that's good. All right, Skylar, favorite food?
Anything Mexican.
I like that.
Anything Mexican, I'll eat it.
Anything Mexican. So, is there a go-to dish that mom makes, or when you guys go out to eat that you got to get, or what's your recommendation?
Tacos. Gotta have
All right,
tacos.
all right. That's coming from the white coach. I was hoping for something unique because tacos are always my go-to thing too. But we like the tostadas too. But yeah, that's the best part of Goshen. We get plenty of the. I'm learning more about the amazing Mexican food here too. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, Sky. Favorite athlete doesn't have to be a baseball player, but I'm assuming with you it might be. But favorite athlete.
Actually, my favorite athlete is a soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yep.
I've always liked how he plays, liked how he goes all out for the game.
He's a beast.
So yeah.
He's a physical specimen, isn't he? Like 6'4", 6'5", like just massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast. I'm surprised. I guess I would have guessed you were going to say someone in baseball. That's surprising me. But.
Yeah, I was going for that, but I just gotta go with my instinct.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, one of my favorite athletes, if not probably the favorite, most likely.
What's his club team now? I always forget what club team.
Juventus.
Okay, so yeah, because last time I knew, wasn't he playing in Italy?
Well, he's Yeah, he was with Real Madrid in Spain.
Gotcha. I guess I thought he moved again, but maybe I'd say I don't follow soccer close enough. I should just when it comes to soccer, I should just shut up and let you talk. All right. What about sports movies? What's your favorite sports movie you've ever seen?
Sports movie. I have to go with Coach Carter.
That's a good one. I like that. I've only seen that one once actually. Why is that your favorite?
I have once too, but Don put it on, and I was like, "This is a good movie." I like how it is.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
My favorite movie.
And you're a basketball star too. People just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Favorite, and it doesn't have to be high school baseball, but your favorite memory from baseball. From this point on, what's your favorite baseball memory?
It'd probably be Little League All Stars 2013 when we went down to state in Kentucky. That was a fun baseball experience for me. Got to play with Angel, Reese, Colin, Zeke, all those guys. That was a very fun experience.
Bunch of the guys that you would have been playing with this year too.
Yeah.
Which we don't have to dwell on the negatives, I guess, even though that's all I want to worry about. Okay, off the field then, or off of sports, you got to give me a good memory from high school. I know sometimes people don't love all their high school memories or anything, but something fun or a good story or something, a good memory from high school.
Ooh. I always liked the pep rallies. That's something I always liked. It was especially I think it was my freshman or sophomore year, when they had that dunk contest. That was pretty cool.
I know. I was surprised at all the guys we had in our school that could actually throw down some pretty cool dunks.
Yeah.
I remember watching Will Line just made a good name for himself that day.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I forgot about that. That's a really good memory too. I'm glad you brought that up. I would have completely forgot about that. That's awesome. Okay, now what about a most embarrassing moment? Did you ever embarrass yourself in front of everybody at school or something like that you can think of?
I mean, I'm shy, so I didn't really just walk to class. Just walked from class to class.
I know. I'll tell you what, you were unless it was the first thing in the morning, you were never late to my class. So it's not like you were out in the hallways talking or doing something that would have embarrassed you pretty much, and you kept to yourself. So okay, I'll let you off the hook on that because you probably did your best to not get yourself embarrassed.
Yeah, I tried.
All right. What about just one person? It could be a couple people, I guess, that had a huge impact or influence on you from high school till now, or maybe even before high school. Just someone who had a big impact in your life.
I feel like it was my parents. They always told me focus on baseball, focus on school. With those things, you're gonna get somewhere far. And sometimes I'd be like, oh, can I go here? And they'd be like, no, you got baseball, you got school. And I'd be like, oh, I want to go out, I want to be able to do this. But I feel like in the end, it's gonna pay off. Cause I was focusing towards my goal. I was focusing towards baseball, towards school,
Right.
and that's then that's gonna pay off.
And it did. You're going to college. You're
Yeah.
gonna be a college student. You're gonna be a college athlete, and there's
Yeah, I'm
not many.
actually the first person from my family to even graduate high school
Really?
or college. So I feel like that's a big accomplishment.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. I guess I didn't know that. So yeah, first one in your family graduate high school, and then first one to go to college. I mean, that's big time. So I'd say that their parenting definitely paid off for you. I think that's a really cool thing that they were able to hold you to a standard like that. So I mean, that's awesome. So yeah, there's really not that many people too that can play college sports. So there's not many people that can go out 4 years from now and say, hey, I was a college athlete. So I'll encourage you. We'll be in touch too, but I'll be encouraging you to stick with it and stick it out because I know it's a hard thing to do. Go to school and play baseball, but I'm excited for you. So that's awesome. I didn't know that about you. First one in your family to graduate high school. In Dom's face, right? he'll be number 2. Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. So what are you going to miss most? I mean, you get the lucky opportunity to play college baseball. But what are you going to miss about Goshen baseball? What something that you really loved about it?
I feel like one of them is playing with with those kids. We've been playing since little, and I feel like we never got the chance. This year was going to be our year where we showcased everything. We're all going to come together, play for the last time, and that's probably the thing I'm going to miss.
Yeah,
playing with my brothers. Right.
Yeah, all those guys you grew up playing with, and then this was absolutely, this was your guys' year to do that. I know it's disappointing for me too, looking back. So, all right, let's end it with a couple kind of random questions. I got a couple more questions. Then I'm going to have you give some advice to everybody, and then we'll wrap it up. But what's your favorite part about? I've been dwelling on the negatives. What's the best part about being in this quarantine and not being able to go to school and do all this stuff? What's the best part about all that?
I feel like going to sleep at whatever time and waking up at whatever time. I feel like that's the best part. I don't have to worry about I have to get up early or I have to go to sleep early because then I won't wake up. That's probably the best thing about the quarantine.
So what time have you been going to bed?
Around 12, 1.
That's not bad. I talked to some of the freshmen yesterday, and they were telling me 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30. I'm thinking, you guys are crazy. That's not too bad. Midnight, 1 o'clock. You're doing all right. What time do you normally wake up?
Or 10 a.m.
All right, I can respect that. That's not too bad. I wake up at 6, but that's not by my choice. My kids like to wake up early. All right. Outside of sports, what's your favorite hobby thing to do? I mean, what do you do when you're not doing school, you're not doing baseball, you're not working? What do you do?
I feel like just hang out with my cousins, my brother, my friends. Just sit down, crack some jokes. That's always been fun.
Nice, love it. All right, time to give us some advice. I think I gave you these questions beforehand too, so hopefully you have some advice ready. But
yeah.
All right, you got 5 coaches, 3 on the varsity, 2 on the JV. What's some advice you could give us to do our jobs better? It can be real advice. It can be something you're making up. I don't care. Give me some advice.
I feel like the things that we're doing, for the coaches to believe in those things. Like the things we're doing with the base running, all that stuff. I feel like that's gonna pay off for the players.
I know. Now I gotta wait another year to implement all that base running stuff that we worked so hard.
Yeah, I feel like we were mastering that stuff. And
I know we were getting there, and then all of a sudden we don't even get a chance. So hopefully we get a little bit of time to play this summer too, which I'm hoping for. All right, so we're definitely gonna stick with it because it hasn't failed yet. I guess unless we get another season takeaway, maybe it's bad luck to implement new base running. I don't know. Maybe that's the whole reason. All right. Well, what about the younger guys? What's some advice to the younger players that you would give those guys?
I feel like just keep working at it, keep going to the in the fall and in the winter, get in the weight room, that stuff. Never stop grinding for that. Because anybody can make varsity if you work at it. I never thought I would be on varsity team MVP. That was as a middle schooler. I was like, I'm never gonna get to be that level.
Right.
So I just advise just keep working, keep grinding.
Yeah, that's something I did. I was gonna kind of end with, but since you brought it up, we'll talk about it now. Like when you last year as a junior, you won MVP. Obviously, this year you probably wanted to come back and you know, I don't think that was that important to you, but it was still probably a nice honor. Like, what were your thoughts when you got MVP as a junior? What I mean, especially with a really heavily senior led team, and those guys voted for you. What were your thoughts when you got MVP?
I was kind of shocked, actually, shocked and honored. I never thought, you always think a senior is gonna be team MVP, one of the best players on the team, and I felt like that was a big accomplishment. Going as a junior, my first year on varsity.
Yeah,
Uh, so
yeah.
that's fun. Yeah.
Didn't seem to bother you. You hit over 400 and dominated on the mound too. So yeah, you had. I mean, like I said, it's team voted, so I always think that's cool. When you guys
Yeah.
you guys vote for not necessarily their best friends or whoever, they vote for the guy that deserves the most. And that I don't think there were many. There were I can't remember the voting exactly, but I don't think there were many people that didn't vote for you for MVP. All right, but going back in time, if you could go back to Skylar Reyes as a freshman in high school, what would you maybe not change, but just tell yourself like, hey, make sure you do this or don't do this, or some advice you could give to your younger self?
Yeah. Um, Man, I wish I would have stayed skinnier. That's something that I wish I would have worked out more. I didn't start working out till I was like a junior. I didn't start getting in the weight room until then. Probably like get more in the weight room as a freshman. Start working out. Start building up my body and stuff like that.
I know it's tough. We try to tell guys that, and then it's one of those things. I was kind of expecting something like that from most guys. That I wish I would have worked out a little harder, or gotten the weight room more. It's not necessarily worked on the
Yeah.
baseball side, but the physical side too. Um, so last thing I want to talk about, and then I'm going to let you end with if you want to give some shout outs to some people that helped you along the way. Um, but one thing for me that I wanted to share and let everyone know about Skylar, you didn't play baseball for Goshen your freshman year. And the reasons, I don't necessarily know all the reasons, and that's okay. We don't have to get into the reasons. But what's been cool for me as a coach is to watch you come back your sophomore year, and then your junior year, and then you really bought into the fact of being a Goshen baseball player was important to you, and representing our school and representing your team, and playing with those guys was something really important to you. So your growth as a Goshen baseball player, to me, was like my favorite thing to watch. That it became like, baseball was always important to you, but it wasn't necessarily high school baseball. It didn't seem like it was that important to you. And now, this year, you were so looking forward to that opportunity. And that was fun for me as a coach to see that, how much you started to care a lot more about baseball throughout those years I got to coach you. So that was for sure my coolest thing. So last thing I want to give you a chance to do any shout outs to anyone. You can say it in English or Spanish, but any shout outs you want to give to any players, family, whatever you might be, the floor is yours to give some shout outs, and we'll wrap up.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out. One main shout out was Coach the Boys. You always encourage me. I feel like I wouldn't be going to play college baseball if it wasn't for you. I feel like you were always sticking to me, trying to get my future ready. Also arm care. That's one of the things coaches always ask me. What do you like about Coach the Boys? Like, well, it takes care of my arm, takes care of tells me to rest, to ice. That's very, very grateful I got to be your player, and you got to be my coach.
Appreciate that. That's awesome.
My parents definitely, shout out to them. Some players, someone graduated last year, Connor Cole. We had a good bond. Connor Cole, but I miss that guy. He was encouraging, always upbeat. Also someone from this graduating class, James Troyer. We were just talking about it. Voting at the end of the year, he probably would have been like the best leader. He was always encouraging, always telling me, like, you're doing good, this and that. I feel like James Shore was a great leader in our class. That's awesome. And also shout out to all of the rest of the baseball players. We were gonna be a good team this year. It was a great ride. We built a brotherhood. Also Tommy Garcia. We didn't even know each other as a sophomore. I told him that we were like strangers, and actually it was a fun fact. I would see Tommy at parties, and I didn't really like Tommy. I didn't like Tommy sophomore year. Yeah, I was like, but then I was like, don't judge a book by its cover. Get to know him, and like, we turned out to be pretty good friends. So I'm
That's
grateful
awesome.
for that as well.
I didn't know that about you guys. I mean, I knew you obviously didn't know each other, but I didn't know you didn't like him at first. That's kind of funny to me because you guys are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I told him that. Come on, bro. Like, how are you gonna do that? I was like, yeah, I know.
That's awesome. Well, good. Anything else you want to share before we wrap up here, Sky?
Nope, that's it.
All right, perfect. Well, hey, thanks for taking time out today, and then we're super excited to see what Skylar Reyes gets to do in college and represent Goshen at the next level. So, Skylar, thanks for everything you did for the Goshen baseball program and the legacy you left. All I can do is apologize for what happened this year, but you seniors are handling it very maturely, and hopefully this is just a small way we can honor you guys by putting together these interviews. So, Sky, thanks again for everything, and hopefully we get a chance to do something this summer just to recognize you guys a little bit more. So, thanks again for everything.
Yep. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.